Romare Bearden biography. Romare Howard Bearden was born on September 2, 1911, to Richard, Howard and Bessie Bearden in Charlotte, North Carolina, and died in New York City on March 12, 1988, at the age of 76. His life and art are marked by exceptional talent, encompassing a broad range of intellectual and scholarly interests, including music, performing arts, history, literature and world art. Romare Bearden began college at Lincoln University, transferred to Boston University and completed his studies at New York University, NYU, graduating with a degree in education. While at NYU, Bearden took extensive courses in art and was a lead cartoonist and then art editor for the monthly journal The Medley. Bearden published many journal covers during his university years and the first of numerous texts he would write on social and artistic issues. After joining the Harlem Artists Guild, Bearden embarked on his lifelong study of art, gathering inspiration from Western masters ranging from Duccio, Giotto and Dehouch to Cézanne, Picasso and Matisse. From the mid-1930s through 1960s, Bearden was a social worker with the New York City Department of Social Services, working on his art at night and on weekends. Bearden was a prolific artist whose works were exhibited during his lifetime throughout the United States and Europe. Among his many friends, Bearden had close associations with such distinguished artists, intellectuals and musicians as James Baldwin, Stuart Davis, Duke Ellington, Langston Hughes, Ralph Ellison, Joan Miro, George Grosz, Alvin Ailey and Jacob Lawrence. Bearden was also a respected writer and an eloquent spokesman on artistic and social issues of the day. Active in many arts organizations, in 1964 Bearden was appointed the first art director of the newly established Harlem Cultural Council, a prominent African-American advocacy group. He was involved in founding several important art venues, such as the Studio Museum in Harlem and the Sink Gallery. Bearden was also one of the founding members of the Black Academy of Arts and Letters in 1970 and was elected to the National Institute of Arts and Letters in 1972. Recognized as one of the most creative and original visual artists of the 20th century, Romare Bearden had a prolific and distinguished career. Among Bearden's numerous publications are, A History of African American Artists, from 1792 to the present, CO authored with Harry Henderson and published posthumously in 1993. Bearden's work is included in many important public collections including the Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Whitney Museum of American Art, the Philadelphia Museum of Art, the Museum of Fine Arts, Boston and the Studio Museum in Harlem, among others. He has had retrospectives at the Mint Museum of Art, 1980, the Detroit Institute of the Arts, 1986, as well as numerous posthumous retrospectives, including the Studio Museum in Harlem, 1991, and the National Gallery of Art, Washington, D.C., 2003. He received the Mayor's Award of Honor for Art and Culture in New York City in 1984 and the National Medal of Arts, presented by President Ronald Reagan, in 1987.